This is how Johnny Harris goes viral nearly every single YouTube video, and it's actually more doable than you think. In 3.5 years, he's grown 5 million subscribers, and nearly every video he posts gets 1 million views. Once you watch one video, you're hooked. His high production value, compelling storytelling, educational content, and binge-worthiness make him feel like he's like the Netflix of YouTube. And so how does he do it? Well, it's easy. First, you build a studio. Second, hire an editor. You'll actually probably want 2 editors to handle all your graphics. Third, it'd be really nice to have a composer. So
Fourth, spend 50 hours every week diving into editing software, including After Effects.
It's essential to have producers, multiple makes it nice.
8th, collaborate with the New
Ninth,
York Times.
videos 30 minutes long.
Whoa, stop!
Okay, yeah, Johnny Harris has an entire production studio working with him, but there's something hidden beneath his process that I think is responsible for his success. And good news is, it's actually quite simple. Here's the story. I get a lot of comments saying it's budget or resources that's responsible for some YouTubers' success. And yeah, while these things can help amplify your results, the real reason Johnny Harris is successful is applicable to every single YouTube channel, including yours. To demonstrate this, in this video, I'm gonna take the persona of an explainer channel because, believe it or not, I don't want to spend my whole life YouTubing about YouTube. And I'm gonna mimic Johnny Harris's production process so that way you can see that this is applicable to any type of channel.
And for the record, I disagree with a lot of the viewpoints that Johnny Harris has, but I think he has great videos.
If you're new to the channel, welcome, because you're home, and to be honest, we need you. Subscribers to this channel are men and women who want to make themselves, their families, their communities, their nations, the world a better place because of their videos. So go ahead and click that shiny little subscribe button. Johnny's typically working on about 9 videos at a time. 9 videos at a time, that's crazy! But it's not the way that most creators batch their content. This is how a lot of creators produce their videos. They'll spend an entire day scripting like 4 videos, then the next day they'll film those 4 videos, and then after that they'll edit those 4 videos all at the same time. And in theory, this is a great idea because it's nice to just be able to knock it all out. But in practice, this methodology has one critical flaw. Because when you make 4 videos at a time, you learn nothing in between each video you made. So there's the good chance you just made 4 bad videos. But we just said Johnny's making 9 videos at a time, so what's the catch here? Johnny isn't batching these videos, he's cooking them.
This guy can cook!
Let's say Johnny Harris has multiple content categories, and anytime he has a video idea, he can just throw them in here and come back to it later. But not every video is going to develop at the same rate. Some you might be able to research, script, film, and edit in like 2 weeks, while others you spend like 8 months researching. This methodology is called cooking content rather than batching it.
My man Jesse can cook.
To show how this is done, let me cook ideas for my explainer channel. To help me write my outlines and my scripts for my videos, I made this app called StudioForge. Google Docs and all that works, but I just needed a dedicated platform to help me make my YouTube videos, so that's why I made this app, link below in the description. Rather than sitting down to batch all my ideas at once, I can add ideas as they come, and some of these ideas are killer and others just need some more time to cook. I'll come back to them in a couple weeks or months.
We'll do nothing but cook 24/7.
Now I can add these to my video production queue, get them cooking, and let them take the time they need to develop. Johnny Harris's videos sometimes take a month of research, other times 6 months. But as the video starts to cook, a master story starts to emerge. And here's the hard truth. His videos aren't successful because they're educational or informative, it's because they're entertaining. Look, we try to kid ourselves with this all the time. When I watch a Netflix documentary, I tell myself that it's because I'm trying to be smart and educated, but honestly, I just enjoy it. My girlfriend watches these creepy crime show documentaries and she says that it's to educate herself about the dangers out there, but I see right through it. She just enjoys them, which is actually a lot more creepy now that I think about it. Which of these ideas are more entertaining, more intriguing, and pique the most interest, and which of these are just a flop? Now for this channel, I mainly want to improve the lives of my viewers, and if I don't make them entertaining, then no one's gonna watch it. I mean, think about a textbook. That stuff's full of information and no one reads it. Quit being a textbook. For example, I think I want to make a video about the origins of counting calories. What's the overall topic for this video? Is counting calories actually healthy? Now, how do we give this topic potentially killer packaging? Overall, this is a breakdown video with a supplemental kind of vlog and interviews weaved in to tell more of a story and to add more authority to it. The base killer idea for this is going to be, like the misunderstood origins of counting calories. This is turning into pretty good packaging. Yes, it's going to be educational, but overall, this is something they can be entertained by. And so now that we have like the basis or general concept for this video, it's time to start writing a script. And Johnny Harris has a tried and true formula where he hooks the viewer, provides some context, builds to a climactic peak, and then resolves. Let's take a look at this video, because I think it's the most representative of a typical Johnny Harris video. I can describe this video in 3 sentences. The absurdity of the moon landing conspiracy theory, why the conspiracy lives on today, and if you still don't believe, then nothing will convince you. This is the bare bones framework of how Johnny Harris constructs his MasterStories. And once you have this skeleton bare bones outline, then you can start fleshing out more of the script. If I'm gonna outline my explainer video, here's how I could structure it. We gotta figure out our hook, climax, and how we're gonna resolve it all. So the hook can essentially be kind of a startling counterculture thing of like, I know everything is based on counting calories, but what if that's all mistaken? Ultimately, the climax is to realize that counting calories alone is inadequate and it's not working. We can resolve it with, here's some simple steps to listen to your body's intuition. Now, all of these parts build to the climax, showing that counting calories is ultimately inadequate. You can see once I have this clear hook, climax, and resolution, fleshing out the script becomes a lot easier. Once Johnny has the overall bird's eye view of the story, then he can start actually putting words to the script. Take a sec to listen to this intro.
22% of Americans either don't believe that we landed on the moon or harbor some doubt.
To advance the technology of spaceflight,
We looked at the tapes and the countless photos. We talked to astrophysicists, meteorologists, and NASA historians to better understand the moon landing conspiracy, how it started, what hoaxers use as their evidence, and what this belief teaches us about why some conspiracies are so enduring.
Alright, so for my calorie video, how can I construct a similar intro? To hook my audience, I want to set a little bit of context with some startling facts, showing clips of nutrition experts advising people to count calories, but then emphasize that clearly something isn't working. And when you look at the statistics, you see our modern mainstream nutritional standards don't actually reflect reality, which leads us to ask, and here's where I'm going to, like Johnny Harris, try to open up some loops. What is a calorie? How did it become so widely accepted as the single measurement of health? Are we totally measuring the wrong? This hook is something that I can build off of and then ultimately reach my climax and resolution. So Johnny has video ideas cooking all the time, he's got incredible storytelling skills, and there's just one more thing that turns his content into killer videos. His videos are just so visually satisfying to watch. Look at all the things that he adds to spice up his video. Animated maps, talking head, vlogs, Zoom interviews, B-roll, POV, drone, data visualizations, text overlays, cinematic interviews. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Add to that the audio with perfect music tracks to match the mood and frequent sound effects, and it just blows me away every time. But again, these videos only enhance whatever foundation story is already there. If he had bad idea and bad storytelling, then these visuals wouldn't be nearly as impactful. Okay, I know a portion of you are scared right now. Like, this sounds like a lot of effort. You might be asking yourself, do I have the time to devote to this, the energy, the resources? Like, come on, there's gotta be a shorter, easier way to do it, right? But here's my thought. Would you rather spend 40 hours on a video that gets 1 million views, or 2 hours on a video that gets 0 views? Which gets you the better return? And I know there's examples of other YouTubers who don't put nearly as much effort into each of their videos, but this isn't the Johnny Harris method, and honestly, it's not mine, and frankly, it doesn't sound very fun. This is how Johnny Harris makes YouTube videos that go viral almost every single time. And this is doable. No matter your budget, no matter your resources, your constraints, whatever you have, this is possible to do. Or it's at least possible to start. And yeah, it can be a lot of effort and take a lot of work, and that's why you just gotta ask yourself, do you love making videos? And if not, is there a way you could fall in love with it? I love my work, but honestly, 90% of the time, I'm frustrated or bored by it. but there's something about it that I love that just keeps bringing me back to it. And it's the frustrations complemented with the breakthroughs that keep me showing up every day. And this is applicable to more than just YouTube. Whatever you love, whether it's an activity or profession or a person, a family member, a friend, ask yourself, how can you fall in love with it? If you can fall in love with it, it's crazy what you'll be able to do. And speaking of making videos, you should probably stop watching my videos and get back to work making your own. So for good measure, smash that like button, hit the glowing little subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.